can't believe I wrote.
You look great.
Oh my god, thank you.
That's you. There's your mic.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna have the same problem that you have. Wiggling the chair into the location that I need it to be. I think we're good.
Amazing.
Check. I sound good. Do you sound good?
Yeah, I think.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
We hear you.
We hear you.
We're listening.
We're listening.
It's hot to listen.
It is hot to listen. Listen to more women.
Listen to women. It's hot to listen to women.
Yes.
Especially when they're us.
Yeah.
That's hot with Sabrina Piper and Natalie DECICCO. Welcome, you guys. Hi.
Hi.
We're here. We're home.
We're home. I want to set the timer, but bring them into the space.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to the show. I am going to pause while you pause. Because I'm going to give a pause around the world.
Ayo, pause.
Ayo, pause?
Ayo, pause.
Did you just... Are you calling me gay?
Yes. We're a little gay on the show.
Natalie, if anyone just saw your outfit as you're walking...
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see it from here.
I
knew what I was doing.
It's fun.
It's
fun. I have a TV I need to put up.
Yeah,
I have some shelves I need up. I was wondering if you can come over after your trip. And you can help me.
Absolutely. I can secure some shelves for you.
You do look like you can drill
stuff. I wish I had
stuff.
Tim's.
You don't have Tim's?
No, I don't have Tim's. These are... Oops.
Don't put your
Vans.
foot on the table.
I wasn't trying to put it on the table.
I don't know if you think this is a Tarantino movie.
It is.
Or the Kardashian home.
I know how you feel about QT.
I love QT.
I spent all weekend moving furniture. I swear to God.
Well, yeah, you're still in the outfit.
I'm still in the outfit.
You're still in the outfit. You're going.
One of my New Year's resolutions, among 100 of them that I listed on this show, was to improve my room. So I wanted to get a bed I had a queen size bed that was my dad's and it was my stepmom's, and it was enormous. And it took up way too much of my small room.
Finally doing the bed.
Finally switched it, yeah. So kept the same size mattress, still a queen size bed, but smaller in my room.
Did you hear that, people? The mattress is still there.
The mattress is still a queen.
So Natalie's still there.
Spacious.
The mattress queen.
Yes.
The queen of the mattress.
There's room to fit in, and now I have a new bed that is... the headboard is smaller, so you can actually... I can use both windows.
You could smack the shit out of it, and... It doesn't reverberate as much.
No, more like the opposite. This one is like the other one was like hardwood, like sturdy wood, and this one is metal. And this one, I'm gonna have to put some carpet maybe or something to keep the sounds mild, for my roommate. Yeah, we share a wall.
Whoa,
so
bragging.
That's gonna be not so good.
Are you bragging right now?
Am I humble bragging?
You're
a little bit.
You're kind of bitchy bragging.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you really fucking are.
I'm sorry.
I
feel okay. First of all, how is that not also what you're up to?
Because my metal bed that has the carpet under it hasn't been shaken in months.
And that's
I have
because
a mirror
you've gone
next
celibate.
to it. I know.
That's a
Can you believe
choice.
that I said it and it actually happened?
It happened. You manifested it. You set your mind to it and it happened.
Yeah. You know what I put on my 2025 vision board, which I finally was making today?
Yes.
It's a little cake that in cursive says "best dick ever" because that's why we're on 25.
Yes.
Best dick ever.
You're not settling.
No, I'm not settling.
I love that. So it's by choice that your bed is not currently rattling.
Well, yes. Even though I've re-downloaded the apps, I'm gonna delete them again.
It's okay.
Days.
I mean,
it always happens.
It's been a couple months.
It's been a couple months.
Okay. All right. Good for you. It's a cleanse.
I guess. I'm more on point. I'm a little bitchier. I'm a little on edge.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
You don't even know what the question is.
I always have an answer.
You do always have an answer. Is no dick better than bad dick to you?
Yes.
Yes? Do you mean that? Or are you just saying that 'cause that's
I mean it because if I think about it, I would be like, ew. Like, I can't believe I let them inside of me. It takes 7 years for somebody's, like, DNA to really get out of you.
No way.
Yeah, the other day I
Like
was
gum,
thinking about
like
this.
when you swallow chewing
When
gum.
you swallow chewing gum, exactly. It's the same thing with like cum and like spiritual bullshit, but it's real. So yeah, I was thinking about this and I was like, damn, I haven't like seen this person so long, and I was like, oh my god, wow, they're finally out of my system. Thank God.
Yeah, true.
Goodbye.
True. Good news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, trash stick is last stick I had was trash stick. Yeah. That's not true. I did hit up my ex for an in between because I was like, oh my god. But that was still
you have
like
a good thing. That's not like
that was still like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, that's
and
like,
right before that it was trash stick.
Yeah, I was gonna say hitting up your ex for like a one-off is like not bad. I know the relationship. It's not like an ex that you have like bad vibes with. You know?
No, and I'm like, they're clean.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's like in and out. And I'm like, okay, bye bye.
Nice.
I had to come.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you so much.
Can I before we get into that? Can I talk about the $4 nasty gal vibrator?
Yeah, you mean the thing that I almost bought off your story until
I
thought you were hospitalized.
No, you still can. So what happened was, guys, I was
trickster.
I was perusing Nasty Gal's website because I love window shopping. I love filling a cart with items and then just closing the tab.
I do the same fucking
thing. To me, it's
thing.
as fun as actually buying stuff, except I still have my money afterward.
It's way better.
So I was looking on Nasty Gal and I sorted the accessories from lowest to highest
of
price
course.
Just because I was curious. And the first thing is sex toys. And I'm like, I didn't know they sold sex toys here. And they're selling a bullet vibrator for the full I mean, that's the thing about that website is that it's always 60% off regardless of the time of year. So no one ever bought it full price. But it says $75 now $4. 90%
off.
90% off.
It said 90% off.
And I went $4, 90% off.
And then I thought she burned off. I thought she burned off 90% of your clip. Mm-hmm.
So tell me if you guys know the meme that's like a hospital room that's like, do not eat the blank at blank. The original was do not eat the wings at Taco Bell, but the one that I know is do not eat the clam chowder at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. And it's a picture of a hospital.
We are like a year apart, and sometimes I am flabbergasted.
Okay, I will be so honest. There were people that I thought would be as chronically online as me. There's one person in particular, a friend of mine, who I'm like, you actually are chronically online. How did you fall for this? So I was literally cracking myself up writing, do not buy the $4 vibrator from Nasty Gal. And I sent it to 2 group chats. And I went, this is not enough validation. This is so funny. I have to put it on my Instagram story. And 5 people were like, are you in the hospital?
It was very scary.
Including my friend who I'm about to go away with for the weekend, who's getting married. At least her first text was, OMG, is this real?
Oh my God, of course it was the Jews. Mm-hmm. Of course.
But at least she goes, is this real? There's part of her that was like, this could be a bit. You and 4 other people were like, Are you in the hospital?
Okay, well, let me tell you what I thought in my mind immediately.
Yes.
Because I called you last night, and you didn't answer.
I didn't answer?
And you texted
I would have told
me.
you immediately.
Yeah, and you were like, can I call you back in 20 minutes?
Yes.
And I was like, yeah,
so you thought
okay.
I went to jerk off?
I thought.
I'm like, hold on, I have to come. Give me 20 minutes. I'm planning to take my time with it.
Honestly, maybe, yeah. I was like,
I was at the hospital.
I thought maybe you were talking to a doctor and you were like, I'll be like, I was most impressed immediately because I like looked at the pictures like, and then I looked at the time and I was like, oh my God. So I was like, I'm so selfish. I was calling her right before that. And I go,
no.
And look how selfless she is. She's coming into the city to do the podcast tomorrow still. You're still like, yeah, tomorrow's confirmed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. If my little clitty was on fire, I'd be like, sorry, I am not walking
out.
10 blocks.
That's
like, suck
so
my
funny.
dick. And I was like, look at her. She should be revered for how hardworking and everything. And then it turns out you're just a funny ass bitch.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
appreciate it.
I was like, oh my God. I felt like such a boomer.
My favorite part is that at least 4 people not only thought that was my photo, which I get it, but they thought that I would not only get to the hospital from using a $4 vibrator, but tell everyone about it. I would take that shit to my grave.
Oh, that's our difference.
I would tell you.
Yeah.
There's a select group of people that I would tell if I had a $4 vibrator incident
I know you
sent me
mean
to
publicly.
the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes, I would not put that on my Instagram story.
I would make you tell it on the podcast.
I would talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I would make
afterward.
you do that.
I would give it time. I would not say it mid-hospital.
It would have to be a while because you can't come in with the waddle and with this is her outfit, you guys. This is why she's wearing these cargo pants.
The cargo pants, they're loose.
Yeah, they're very loose.
Yeah, they're not chafing anything.
Crazy.
I may actually buy the $4 vibrator.
I may too. I looked at that and I was like, that's a great deal. And
they have a handful. There's one that I was looking at that's like $20, but for a vibrator, that's still really good.
That's great.
I might buy $24 Actually, the other joke that didn't make it to the story was I told my friends, I was like, I'm just going to buy 20 and every time it runs out of batteries, I just start a new one.
Now that I like.
Yeah. So I'm going to buy 20 vibrators and every time it runs out of battery, throw it away. That's sanitary
great.
That way.
That is very sanitary.
Yeah.
If you're not putting a condom on it, that's super sanitary. I also, when I saw your story, had like shivers because I was like, have I almost burned my clit off?
Oh, no, you would know.
Yeah.
You would know.
You would know.
My friend Nicole, who you've met virtually, replied this morning when I updated it and said, guys, I'm just chronically online. That's a meme. Here's the original. She goes, she sent a laughing react, so I thought she got it. But then she goes, no, I was shocked. I went first the tattoo incident and now this. She cannot catch a break.
That is true. That is true. That flashed in my head too. I was like, the tattoos.
It was extra deceptive that I've just been going on my Instagram story and being like, look at these weird ailments I have.
Honestly, yeah. And I was like, wow, I can't believe the vagina's the thing that took her in.
I know. My skin is fine.
You've really been like getting these like stoic bits. Like,
I love stoic
and
bits.
people are like, and it's like they're very online bits, like sketches, and people have just rained on your parade. I mean, I'm not gonna
everyone thinks that I'm serious, I think is the problem, is that my sarcasm doesn't come across. Sometimes people assume that I'm being serious, but I'm not.
That's fair.
That was a dynamic that my parents had, is that my mom was always very sarcastic and my dad would be like, what, really? And she'd be like, no.
She'd be like, no. And she's like, we're getting a divorce. He was like, oh, you're kidding around. She's like, no, I'm actually, this one's real. This one's real. I'm fucking leaving you.
Yeah. No, he left her, but whatever.
Oh, It's
all right.
For the bit, Natalie.
The bit, I know,
I just complimented your bit making.
Thank you.
Your bit bops.
I'm raining on your parade.
No, it's okay. I just am not getting dick. I'm not.
Hey, I mean,
I'm not getting the attention.
You gotta find Sex in the City reference. You gotta start hearing your neighbors having sex and enjoying it also.
That's very true. And in New York, you're always looking for a boyfriend, an apartment, or a job.
Yeah.
Another Sex in the City reference.
Love it.
I am so glad you're making your way.
I have not made my way much further than last week. Maybe an episode. I don't remember. I can't tell you. She saw Big at the opera.
Okay.
That's the last thing I remember.
She ran out in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Bad
friend. That was wacky as fuck. Charlotte's one there was that the husband of her friend was like, actually, I love you.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
Whack.
Yeah.
Pretty whack.
I can relate.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think any of the husbands of my friends have ever. Husbands have come on to me, but not husbands of my friends.
Right, just people with wives.
Yes, people with wives.
Yeah, that's different.
Husbands.
Yeah, that's different. I'm about to go on this trip with my friend who's
I know you are.
a husband.
I know. But I don't know if they legally really should, considering they picked Disney World, so I don't know.
He didn't pick Disney World. I just went out with the two of them recently, and I didn't really know him that well. but also I feel like I still don't know him after this. He doesn't talk much, but also she talks a lot. So I said it to my mom.
That's perfect.
And my mom was like, how's her fiance? And I was like, he's nice, good. Didn't talk much. And she's like, he probably had a hard time getting a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
Not just with my friend, but with when my friend and I get together because we don't see each other that much. We talk a lot.
Yeah.
Yappers. It was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you got to have somebody who likes to talk and somebody who likes to listen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are you doing?
They seem like it's not one of those things where he puts up with her talking a lot. It seems like they have a good thing.
Well, if not, you wouldn't get married.
Right, exactly.
I mean, or you would. Who knows?
You would.
You'd be married. You'd be getting married in like Vegas. You'd be going off. You'd be doing something wackadoodle. You'd be like doing it after 2 months. You wouldn't be like dragging your friends to Disney World at 7 a.m. on a plane.
True.
You're going to Orlando.
It's at least nice to be somewhere warm.
Yeah, is it going to be like nice and sunny?
Yeah. It's going to be nice and sunny, but like not too hot. It's actually like...
Okay, because last week it was snowing.
I know. I think that's north. We're going more south.
Okay.
Florida.
All right.
High 70s, low 80s.
Bragging again.
Ideal.
Throwing it in my face.
That one I had to throw in.
Yeah.
But it's good.
But then I remember where you're going, and I'm like, yeah, not really a brag, Natalie.
No, not really. I'm excited to have some. I'm bringing the Alice and Olivia top that I bought with
amazing. It's gonna look so. It already does look great, but that's gonna be so great, especially because
thank you.
You know the plus size park hoppers. They all wear black and red, and it's Mickey's colors. Exactly. I can't believe you're gonna see. You're gonna see them. I'm manifesting this.
I have to study their videos to know what they look like.
I think you only
be a lot of plus size park hoppers. If we're being honest,
there's gonna be a lot of plus size park hoppers.
Even if they don't claim their sizes at the beginning of every video, there's gonna be a lot.
You're gonna see them turning. You're gonna see them trying to fit. I just finally watched them not fit into one. It was 5X. Can you believe it?
That's tough.
And she tried the bigger one for the special people.
Oh yeah.
And that one also didn't fit. That's very tough.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that would be it for me.
I am
not to kill myself. I mean to lose weight. If I was struggling,
that has to be
right.
If you
love Disney that much and now you can't get on the machine anymore, that would be a push
that
for me,
that would have to be it. But I would be like, I don't know. I'm just in my head thinking about her getting into a teacup, and it's like, whoop, and then she just envelops the teacup.
Yeah.
Yes, she envelops. They have to move the little middle part out. Because she is the teacup.
Right. The
it's
one
just spinning and spinning. And I'm like, oh, I can't get the image out of my head. This fucking fat ass bitch just spinning and spinning and spinning.
Oh my God.
And it's like, I'm a plus size park hopper.
She flies off.
She can't. She just fucking flops out like the fucking, what's the glob from Disney that was like all like,
yeah, I don't
That's
know
exactly.
What
I don't know. It's like flubber.
Oh, flubber.
Yeah. I was going to say floopy or whatever.
No, flubber with Robin Williams. Right?
Yeah. That flubber ass bitch is just gonna fucking
pour out.
Yeah, pour out like an octopus. The best. Here's where you won't see them. The Dumbo ride where it lifts up.
It has to lift. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think they can lift anymore.
Here's the thing though. We are going to the Magic Kingdom. That's the one park we're going to.
Yes. All
baby rides. Like, it's not like we're going to where there's
like... Yeah, that's true.
It's not like we're going to the Rocking Roller Coaster or whatever. We're going
to,
like...
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Splash Mountain
Haunted
is
Man.
there.
I don't think they have that anymore.
Oh, shit, you're right. They have the ride. It's not called that anymore. They switched it to like something else.
Right.
That's the only roller coaster
Splash Mountain
I can
was like illegal or something.
Right.
Or they were like, it's racist.
Yeah. It was Song of the South.
Okay.
So the movie was racist, so they rebranded it. I forget what it is, but I remember one of my earliest memories is that my parents took me to Disney when I was like 3, and I had like a home. Yeah, I had a home. Exactly. I had a home. Not 27.
It's a party. Yay.
I had
the losers.
I had a VHS tape movie of the parks with some sort of plot.
Yes.
Wait.
Are you just saying about like how you could just watch the VHSs of the parks and it would give you a breakdown?
Yeah.
I had those too. It was if you called Disney, you could get them.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine had a plot where it was like you're following kids around this park.
Oh.
I don't remember what the plot was. I just remember that the part with Splash Mountain I loved, and me and this friend who I'm going to Disney with would line up 2 chairs like we were on the roller coaster.
Oh, that's
together
cute.
And be like, ah.
That's
and
cute.
then they wouldn't let me on Splash Mountain because I was too small.
Oh.
And I was really disappointed.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I was too young.
As a small, I don't like that.
Probably
Oh, because you were 3?
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, that's too tiny.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went on everything else, but I was very disappointed that I was too short to ride Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
But that's the only roller
That's crazy
coaster
you remember that.
Like I said, that's one of my earliest memories.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'm thinking about different Disney tapes. I remember when they were like showing you, it was like showing you info about the park and which one you should pick if you're coming and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's
cute.
Yeah, I think it was before the websites and stuff were up. Like, this is like, I'm talking like, it has
late
to be
90s.
like 2000 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
2001.
Cute. I like that.
Something like that. But I don't know. You can go in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I like the Haunted Mansion. I remember thinking that was really funny when I was a kid too. That the ghosts, you can see the ghosts on your shoulder in the mirror as you pass by.
Yeah, there's Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, you're right. You're right.
And then there's the one that I love, which is for bebés, where the little ride goes through Space Mountain, so you could see it, and then you go, oh, okay, we're circling right back around.
Yes,
that's in Tomorrowland. That's a fun one.
Right. Is that the People Movers?
Probably.
Some version of People Movers.
I'm not going to lie. If I were a listener, I would get angry. I would start getting angry.
Okay.
I would start getting angry because here's the other thing. I'm remembering all of this from years ago. If you're going to update, by the way, and say like, they don't have that. I don't want to hear that. The only update I want to hear is from Natalie.
Yes.
Because I know she's not a pedophile, and I know she's going to hunt the park plus size park hoppers. I always forget their names.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, like everything they eat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm very excited.
We won't have legs. Nom, nom, nom. Pass me a turkey leg. It's something that I won't have soon.
That's hilarious. We're going to Benihana the first night because she loves.
Yeah, everything is very Orlando.
Yes.
It's very the typical what we're doing. This is our vacation. We can't think of anything different. Let's do the big ones. Hey, it's gonna be a good time.
I'm not excited. The only thing that I'm less excited for is being at the Magic Kingdom. I think everything else is gonna be really fun. Like, I love eating at restaurants, and I like most of anyone who I don't like. I don't know that well.
Mm-hmm,
it's like I like everyone on this trip that I have met more than twice.
Do you like them enough to give them drugs? Like, can you give them shrooms for Magic Kingdom?
I don't think that's their vibe.
A shame.
I know.
A shame.
She knows.
So you should really do you should do what I do and what I did and just bring them anyway and say, you can go fuck yourself.
Hilarious.
I paid thousands for this vacation.
No, I don't trust myself on a plane with drugs.
Oh, you nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
They never inspect me anyway. But what if this is just the time?
That's fair. What if they're like, get the little lesbian?
Like, I literally had to Google, can you bring liquid IV on a plane?
Yeah, the little powder.
Yeah,
of course, it's powder.
Yeah, but I thought they'd be like, this is drugs.
No.
So I did Google it, and it's fine.
If you think our system is that bad. Come on.
It seems like arbitrarily they pick what they're going to be a hard ass about every time I'm there. Like, I feel like forever it was like, take your laptop out. All your little liquids have to be in a plastic bag. And now half of the times I take my laptop out, they're like, you fucking idiot. The laptop stays in the bag now.
They really are like that. Right? And they get so tight at you. And they're like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
I had a moment. I've never done this. I was nice about it. I was very nice about it, but I was like funny about it.
I can't ever see you being mean.
I was not mean. I was like, hold on one sec. Mike wants to ask us a question in a second. But
hey buddy.
Before I lose this thought, fuck, I've already lost. No. It was one of those situations where there was a sign that said take the laptop out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was starting to take it out, and I just couldn't hear her, but she must have repeated herself a couple times, being like, it stays in the bag, it stays in the bag.
Ah.
And then I was like, sorry, my bad. And then as I'm putting it up for her, I'm like, then why is there a giant sign that says take it out of the bag?
Sassy.
And we shared a smile being like, the system is dumb,
Yeah,
you know? And
yeah.
she was like, we have new machines. We haven't updated the signage yet. So we like shared a moment about it where she's like, I realize that my job is dumb.
That was just a girl thing.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right, I'm going to see what his deal
Okay, King. Oh, you're close. You leaving? Where's she going? Oh, okay. So I guess Mike, Gay Blind Mike, is coming to ask us a question. He co-hosts. Fuck, I'm trying to think of their show name. Guess Now. Guess Now. That's an easy name. I don't know why I didn't remember that. He co-hosts Guess Now with Natalie, obviously. So if you guys don't know him, a shame. But you will meet him now. And if you do know him, to know him is to love him. And I don't fucking like when somebody takes my camera away from me. I'll tell you that much. Okay, I'm moving my pepper spray. Look how cute. I'm serious, you guys. Is this not chic? I'm moving my pepper spray for you.
Hey.
How's it taste?
Hi.
Everything matches.
Okay. I know.
Cute.
Chic, c'est la vie. C'est bon, c'est bon.
Welcome, Mike.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Do you guys know Mike from, he's my,
I
my
just did that.
co-hosts are here.
I just did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? Mike said he had a question for us.
So the other day in the studio, we were... Natalie said to me that there's a good possibility that when I get older, I'm going to be bald.
I did tell him that.
Because she says it skips a generation.
It does. He said that his grandpa is bald. And I said, you're probably going to be bald. And he said, my dad's not bald. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point, is that it skips a generation.
So this question is inspired by that. I wanted to know, since you guys are 4 funny-looking women, very funny women.
4?
4? Where the fuck you looking?
So, what is more of a social setback?
Okay.
Being bald when you get older or getting saggy tits?
A good question.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's kind of like the female equivalent of being bald when you're older. Am I wrong?
I think a lot of women are into bald guys.
Also, I think it depends on how the person looks, point blank, period.
Yeah, it's true. If you're hot, you can pull off either.
You can do whatever. We know people
agree
who
with
are
that.
young with saggy tits and young that are bald. Some look good, some look not so good.
Not so good, yeah.
But if you gun to your head, you think you had to decide.
I think bald is easier to get away with. I feel like women put aside more shit.
Oh, I think saggy tits is easier to get away with because you can push them up and you can buy a push-up.
That's true.
I think that's the easiest answer.
That's true. That is true, because, like, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
Like, most people are not seeing your tits.
You can't hide the baldness unless you're like Joe Gorgo, who's like spraying his hair with like the dye, you know, to like fill it out.
You can wear hats all the time.
Yeah, but people have, well, you know, usually people have eyes. They can tell.
I will say, as someone who used to produce himbos with Justin Silver and Josh Adam Myers, they were 2 people who were like, I simply refuse to go bald. I will throw as much money at my balding as I have to.
Yeah.
I don't think that 2 women would care that much about saggy boobs.
Okay,
I
so
agree.
that's also part of the
I
question
agree.
is self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Does it it affects women's self-esteem less to have saggy tits because they think they've got other stuff going on?
And also, most people are not seeing them sag.
That's
like
100%
a bra holds them up.
A bra, yeah. You're like, whatever.
Not even necessarily a push-up bra, just a bra.
Yeah, sure.
So unless there's a chain glasses kind of really,
right.
really
Hook them up.
giving a measurement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
You're upset at the idea of going bald.
Is that why you haven't gotten a haircut in a while?
I'm trying to enjoy it while I have it, and I don't know if that's true.
I mean,
medical science is.
You scared this boy. This poor boy.
Okay. Here's what I know.
Uh-huh.
I know that they say that it does skip a generation. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will get it. Maybe you got your was it your dad's dad that is bald?
Both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah, you might lose it. Yeah, you might lose it.
You're good now. What are you, 26?
Uh-huh.
You are 26. Yeah, sorry. I feel like, dude, like...
It's maybe like bunions.
So here's what I'm speaking from. I was just at a baby shower. My cousin is having a baby, and why? What are you looking at? The back of his head in the shot?
Yes.
Oh
It's
no.
fine.
Oh my God, we're so on the same fucking.
It's fine because I think that my hair is really thin, and when I was setting up the shot earlier, all I could look at was my fucking scalp. Don't make any comments about it. So, I was at this baby shower. All 3 of my male cousins were there, who are brothers, on that side.
Hot.
And so,
Hold on, I'm visualizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're all getting bald.
Okay, I'm
So-
taking it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my mom's dad. That's the side that it was. My mom's dad, he had like the grandpa hair, like the ring, until he died.
Oh.
And so one of the brothers was making fun of the other one for getting bald. The younger one's younger than me. The one who's having a baby is 24.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Somebody called
military.
Jerry Springer. Oh, okay.
They're both.
Military. Yeah.
So, and he's getting bald even though he's younger than me.
Oh my God.
So that's why I feel like that's a good sign for you. And his older brother was making fun of him, and my mom was like, "That's gonna be you too. Your grandpa gave you guys all those genes."
Oh my
'Cause he's getting
God.
it. They're all getting it.
Every week you hit with one of your mom's roasts. I'm
She's
like,
great.
ooh.
She's funny
Ooh.
as hell.
Hear me out though.
Okay.
2 of my so I have 2 siblings.
Right.
Me and my sister both got the
Eyes.
the visual impairment gene, but my brother didn't. So what if
Okay.
my brother gets the bald one and then I'm...
You would hope.
I look
you would
like
hope
Mike
that's
Cannon.
how God splits it out.
It's only fair, right?
It is only fair.
That's
You're
fair.
right.
That's very
true.
fair.
I should get something.
Yeah.
I mean, he had... I've never had any dental problems, and he had to have braces, retainer, the full 9.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe God's equal. Who
Yeah,
knows?
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe your sister goes bald.
Yeah.
But that is one thing that I'm saying is that my cousins who are going bald started going bald earlier than you are old.
Huh. Well, not everyone's Ethan Mead either. That's also the problem.
Right. You get it later. I mean,
Sorry,
I
he
don't
caught
know.
us straight for
Is
no
that- is
reason.
that
He did get you straight for no reason. It's a comic I know from, he was on The Gate. But he's like our age and he's going bald.
Oh, I thought you said not everyone's eating meat.
No, Ethan Mead.
Oh. Enunciate. These people we do not know.
Now you're acting old. Now you're like, what did you say, you whippersnapper?
I just didn't hear you. I'm not the one to, I'm losing my hair. Oh, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you, if you could
Jewish
lose,
Mike.
Jewish Mike, that would be wild.
Yeah.
Just give me a little,
Sure.
yeah. Give a
Hey.
groan, yeah.
Mike's working on his impressions lately.
You know what you could do if you get a bald spot? You could just do your little yarmulke,
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
and then you could say you're really leaning in.
I do
Yeah.
have one because my uncle got married to a Jewish lady and they handed us all. You know,
Oh,
'cause of
yeah.
the ceremony or
That's
whatever.
nice. Was it a little printed with a little thing like Mazel Tov? We did it.
No, it was. There
It
was
should have
nothing
been like
on
a
it.
souvenir.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cute if they
I've
were
been
like,
to weddings like that.
like the date.
Yes, the date. It's like
Something like
the whatever.
That's about to be the one that I'm going to.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh
gonna
my
have
gosh,
a good time.
they should make yarmulke M&Ms. You know how they make M&Ms for
I think.
weddings?
Wait, they do because
Like M&Ms with yum.
with
I
a
don't
yarmulke on
know.
it. Yeah, I mean Susan for her wedding had little champagne flutes on it and like
Dude.
little things of them and the dog and whatever.
She just called me and I asked if
I was like, Susan,
no
Well,
Sophie,
Thank
wait,
you for it.
you're busy?
No,
Was
I,
that
I
what
thought
you had
the-
to come
I thought
on and
my
ask?
part was over.
Yeah, the bald
Yeah.
thing.
okay.
Because I wanted to know if saggy tits is the equivalent of going
I
bald
was
when you
gonna-
get older, or is there another female thing of like, you know, you're old when you're like, something else.
Thin gray hair.
I think it's the gray hair. That's
Yeah.
the biggest
But
thing.
guys can also like a distinction.
Botox.
Most
Oh,
women
and like
don't-
something that only
How about
women
Botox?
get.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh,
like,
now everyone's getting it.
yeah. Getting, yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think of one that is just older women get. Because I was gonna say like losing height, like getting shorter.
Oh yeah.
But men get that too. Like you just, the world weighs on you.
Job perspectives.
So
You're an
true.
actor.
So true. Yeah.
Get
Unless
ba-
you're an 80 for Brady.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah. Did you see that movie?
Yeah, dude, I saw it last week and or 2 weeks ago. It was torturous, and I have so many bits about it now.
Incredible.
It's awesome.
If you have to go ahead. I appreciate it, but you're invited to stick around if you want.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate it though. And
Yeah.
I guess you didn't get what I was saying when I said you're 4 funny women. There's 4 funny things about you.
Yeah. It's tits. It's a tits reference. It's that there are 4 tits and not faces.
That was really good, Mike.
Original.
That was good. Hey, Mike, can you go get the bottle of tequila, please?
Okay.
I'm gonna set up our shot again.
Okay. Well, that was Mike, you guys. He was tapping in. We have to do a gesture for giving back. Oh my God, you shut me off. They're silencing me. They're trying to silence me. They're shutting down. They're shutting down. She's silencing me. I feel like, what are you, Elon Musk?
They don't know what you're talking about. That was only in the room.
What? Wait, what?
So just the TV went off.
Oh, just the TV went off. Well, Natalie tried to silence me in my own room.
Yeah, I tried to make her not
I was
look at
like,
herself, aka
I can't. Yeah, that's not right in my head.
Yes.
Is he bringing that tequila bottle? What is he doing?
No, I don't think he is.
He really came in here. He did that terrible bit, which I still am like, oh my God, the boob bit. I can't do.
You're right that I did worry that I have given him a complex now about his hair.
Well,
I'm
that
just saying
makes
what
sense
I've
why he
heard.
hasn't gotten a haircut in a while.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to say it at first.
Oh, I like it a little long.
Well, then there you go.
I don't know. Whatever. It's not my hair.
No.
But
No.
I feel like dudes look good when they have the cut and it grows out for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Like I feel like a dude with a fresh cut, unless that's like their look. I like it a little longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. It's getting a bit.
It's just getting a little loose.
Yeah.
It's a little loosey goosey.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's okay.
It's all right.
That's okay. He'd do well in prison.
Yeah. They would love him.
They would love him.
Hey guys, you want to answer an interview question?
I honestly didn't know that was the question coming.
No, me either.
I was shocked. I was like, at one point, just laughing. Apologies, because I was like, oh my God, this feels like the Wendy Williams segment where she just asks like somebody to stand up in the audience and like give their story, and then she's like, oh my God, why did I give them the mic? And that's exactly.
I hope he watches this. I'm gonna send this to him.
That's exactly what it felt like, and I was like, oh my God, what are you even asking, boy? What are you asking?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I think you're completely right with your answer.
Oh, my answer is spot on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't
No one
matter.
sees your tits.
No one,
except for
yeah.
your husband
And
or
also,
wife.
yeah, tits are tits, dude.
Yeah.
Especially as you get older, it's like people are like, look at Nancy Pelosi.
True.
You know what I mean? She's got some fucking knockers. I think when they come out of the bra, they're probably not the best, but
No,
Jesus
probably
fucking.
down to her waist.
Yeah, for sure. But oh my God,
Yeah.
when she gets on a Senate floor, you stop and look.
Yeah.
And then you get angry because you don't like the policies. But then you go, oh, look at their boobies.
Do you know the same thing? Now I'm just saying like things that I've heard.
Okay.
That you avoid having saggy tits when you get older by not wearing a bra often because they get like lazy if you lift them all
I've
the
never
time.
heard that. Never heard it. There's so many old
like a
wives'
muscle
tales.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they also said like don't like years ago don't wear bras in your sleep because it causes cancer.
So funny. I wish I had my mom on the horn because she would talk about her grandma who was from Italy and all the stuff like that she would say, including that you shouldn't bathe while you're on your period.
Ah, ciò bueno. That's disgusting.
Something like it would make you infertile or something like that.
Oh, that sounds so Italian.
Right? And that also that if you walked past a tree while you were on your period, it would die.
Oh my God. Now I see where your mom gets it. Now I see where you get it.
I don't know why. Like, my mom's got a bit of an edge, but she's very funny and a good hang.
That's where you get it then.
Absolutely.
You're like, that's it.
I don't want to paint this picture of my mom as like a total bitch.
No, I just think it's funny. It's
Yeah.
not like she's like saying like Natalie, you're a fucking disgrace, loser,
No.
like nothing. It's just like funny shit that
She's
just
just
sounds.
funny.
It just sounds funny.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like, oh my God, an Italian American mom. It's just funny.
Right. It's like my mom and the older cousin that I was talking about, who's like they have banter back and forth. Where like if you knew them, you'd get it. To be like, don't talk about him like that. That's gonna be you.
Yeah,
Like, that's the vibe that they have.
Yeah. Can we TikTok them sometime?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you have a lot of cousins, we can do that little trend they're doing with the Italians where they stand in a line behind the grandparent. Have you seen this?
No.
And the grandparent sits in a chair facing front, and all the grandkids stand behind them, and they're
Cute.
like, "Hi, Nono," or like, "Hi,
Yeah.
Nona," and then they have to say who they think it is.
Okay.
And I've watched like 90% of them just get it wrong, like completely.
My grandma is I was going to say my grandma's not that old, but my grandma is old. She's like 84.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
It's getting up there. She's very sharp. Both my grandmas I look up to just as far as like
Oh, wow,
how
that's so nice. I could never say the same.
yeah, I remember what you said about the one
Yeah.
haunting everything.
Yes.
So I just look up to them as far as like women in their 80s who are still crushing it.
Yeah.
You know? And like she's very sharp where she's like forgetful in the way that 80-year-olds are.
Sure.
But like other than that is very sharp where I feel like she'd be good.
Thank God.
You know?
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
How many cousins that do we think we can crank out for
On
this?
that side it's 3.
If you're counting, that
7.
means we have enough to do
7.
the game.
Yeah. 7.
You'll throw me in there, too.
Yeah.
I'm adopted.
You're like, I don't know who you are.
I'll be
Who's
like,
that?
they're going to say one of your names.
Yeah, probably.
And then it'll be done.
Yeah.
Can I do your voice? I don't know. I don't think we've ever tried to do each other's voices.
I'm not a voices person.
I just don't think I could do yours.
Yeah.
I could do voices of anyone I don't like very easily.
Yeah, that's
Have you
touching
noticed that?
to me
Yeah.
that you can't do one
I
of
just
mine.
noticed that right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a realization as you say,
Yeah.
this year's about realizing things? Like I was like, actually, the people I nail the most are the people I can't stand.
Yeah.
And I instantly do an impression of
Yeah.
them. And it nails.
It nails.
I've never tried you.
Yeah.
I love you too much.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Wow.
I'm not gonna try
that says
either.
a lot. Yeah. Nobody can do me.
Yeah.
I can't even do me. I'm very Ariana Grande of the boys. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Take it away for 2 minutes while I go do something. I'll be right back.
Sure. Not about this. We're saving that for when you get back.
Right.
Okay.
Fit
So-
check. 1 2 1 2.
Testing 1 2 1 2. The fit is incredible. Wow. I love it. Sexy.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So I spent all weekend moving furniture, as I alluded to earlier. My legs are covered in bruises, but much like my outfit conveys, I did a lot of lifting and moving giant bed pieces by myself. I also built the new bed almost entirely by myself. I had a hand for like just the beginning, like moving it out of my car into my apartment, and then like here and there, but other than that, built the whole thing by myself. I feel like a new person. Like I feel inspired to do the rest of it, but now I know that this weekend is gonna drain my funds dry. How dare she have her bachelorette trip the weekend that rent is due? Because I need that money and I don't have it laying around. I was thinking about my is it tequila? Wow. Amazing. I got nothing to chase it with.
I can grab them.
I love you.
Is this yours?
No, it's not. That my 10-year high school reunion is coming up. And it's always the people that you want to be there that will not be there. You know, the ones that have really spun out or the ones that have really succeeded. I feel like I'm in a mid-level of success that is
Welcome
good.
to Hot Happy Hour.
Hot happy hour. I'm so excited.
Hot Happy Hour.
I was talking about how
Yes.
my legs are bruised from moving furniture all weekend,
Uh-huh.
and how my 10-year my 10-year high school reunion is coming up.
Oh, how terrible. Don't
Yeah.
go to that.
I would love to go to that. I want to see what people are doing.
You're going?
Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't been planned. It probably won't be planned.
When I was a kid, it used to be like so baffling to me. I just want to say something about the seltzer too. It used to be so baffling to me, like, because I was like, oh my God, like 10 years, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, wow, like
I
it
feel like
felt
I
so
just-
far away.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I just saw you guys. No, thank you.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too, where I'm like, I feel like I just
We just saw these people.
Graduated.
Yeah, and also it's like saw these people over like spring breaks, winter breaks, like what's really like I'm
I
like
didn't see
20 oh really?
Not really. I mean, like I didn't go I was never like a head to the bars Thanksgiving weekend person.
Oh, gotcha.
Like I keep up
or like house parties or anything?
Not really, cuz I went away to college.
Yeah.
So I guess I was here like in between, but I still keep up with the people from high school that I like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah, I saw your yearbook.
Yeah, it's the people that like it's like dudes that I know that I was in classes with that I want to be like, are you married?
Yes.
What's your deal?
Can we still fuck now?
Right, of course.
Something fun.
I also would love to be like, yeah, I'm mildly successful.
Yeah.
I'm in
that'll be really good to throw and do like when you get there for sure.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a big shot.
Gross. Cheers, guys.
I like that seltzer.
I like the seltzer too. I was gonna say I've never seen what is pink apple.
I've seen pink apple, like pink lady apples.
Pink lady apples. That's what I was thinking of. Ooh,
it's a variation. It's like a type of apple.
Well, this
but
is
my
pink
grandmother
apple
like.
and lemon.
Speaking of my grandmother, she liked pink lady apples.
I mean, they're good, but I've never seen a seltzer with pink apple and lemon, and I was like, I like this.
Polar's good.
Yeah, Polar's good. I have
someone
it in
who keeps seltzer in my fridge.
Me too. I was gonna say I have it in my home. That's the only other thing I have besides Evian.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Only the best ones.
Only the best. Only the best. Wow, that smacked, which is perfect. Perfect. I saw Mike outside, not doing his job.
What was he doing? Fucking around?
He's just talking. He's talking to he's talking.
He'll be like, "Hey, that is my job."
KP and stuff. Yeah, I'm like, hello. The bottle was sitting right there. I was like, you didn't pour it.
Hilarious.
You didn't pour it.
If he was talking to KP, that is work because he's doing social media for him.
Still,
yeah. He had time.
He had time to give the little pour. It was right there. I said, oh, right there.
I want to get to your.
I want to. Yes, I
want
to get. We're not forgetting. Okay. I actually have a few things.
Sure.
I'm like I want to talk about. Where are we at? 45. Perfect.
Yeah, great.
Because I am the pop culture princess and you're the entertainment empress. So I've changed on all of our stuff now. Isn't that really good?
Yes.
You like that?
That's great.
I know. My marketing skills are really coming out. I'm trying to step it up, you guys.
Yeah, I love it.
I forgot that like social media is a way to like show off your stuff.
Yeah.
So don't worry. We're showing off. We're showing off. Okay, so here's some pop culture stuff we have to talk about.
Sure.
Because I feel like I'd love talking about our lives, but there are some things
there
some
are
people
more
have,
important issues in the world.
Yes, there are some things people have asked about, especially patrons. We see you on Patreon, patreon.com/funny-girl-with-tits.
Yeah.
We see you. Join a tier. It's only $1. And we have to talk about it. Now, one of these topics I did not want to talk about at first because I felt like as a woman in entertainment, talking about sexual assault is very difficult to navigate.
Sure.
And when something is pressed charges against and everything and there's a lawsuit involved, you just kind of want to sit back and,
let the information come out.
100%.
Yeah.
I instantly took her side. I did watch the movie. Now, my initial people were asking me about this. I know I've seen the Patreon messages asking me when I'm going to talk about Blake versus Justin and all of this.
I like that
And
there
it's
are. Can I just say I like that there are patrons who actually care about this stuff and aren't just like hee hee tits, yay.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
I mean, it is a little community on there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like stunned by it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a real pinch me.
We love it.
Love it. Love it. I mean, that's the thing where it's like, that's why I'm like, I definitely want to talk about this because this is for you guys. This is for the people. But I also wanted to give the right opinion.
Yeah.
I want to say that because I feel like my opinion is usually fact and spot on, and I have a very good read about people and situations, okay? Except for like when I want to fuck a guy, and then I'm like, where are the red flags?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see any.
What? Ooh, what? It looks like green to me. I'm colorblind. And I didn't want to do that, especially because to me, this lawsuit happened the first week that this movie went onto Netflix that they were both in. It Ends With Us. It Ends With Us was a book by Colleen Hoover, and it's about the abuse that I think her name is like Summer Fall in it or something like that. Well,
Yeah,
it really
some
is.
Golly
It is.
shit.
It really is. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, Summer Rain or something.
I'm so glad I don't have friends who are like super into her books because I
know,
would have
me
a hard
too.
time
You
not
know-
rolling my eyes.
You know who's really into her books? My grandmother was really into her
Oh,
books.
interesting.
She left those when she died too. Toss. Toss, exactly. I said, good. This will go in my future fireplace. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, you dirty old cunt.
Incredible.
Oh, did you hear that? It's just flames coming up from hell
Yeah.
yelling. It's wild.
That's her.
Hi.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. How's hell taste? So Colleen Hoover named her, Lily Bloom. That's actually the character's name. I wish I was joking. Lily Bloom,
Girl.
and she opens a flower shop. Beautiful. And Jenny Slate comes in with the nose, which, by the way, Baldoni even said he made a little remark with the video released when they were dancing and shooting B-roll, where he said, "I hope my nose isn't bothering you." And I was like, ooh, I feel like I've said that to guys before. And then she was like, "No, not at all." And he was like, "Yeah, that's why we hired Jenny Slate around here. Couldn't be alone." and she didn't laugh. And I was like, she doesn't like jokes. She doesn't like jokes. That's fine. Jenny Slate, anyway, she's
Wait,
awaiting.
Jenny Slate didn't laugh, or Blake Lively?
Blake Lively didn't laugh about the Jenny Slate comment
Got it.
that he said. And, at first, this lawsuit for the sexual assault allegations against Justin Baldoni was filed by Blake Lively and her
Harassment,
team.
right?
Oh, sexual harassment?
I think it was harassment.
Harassment, excuse me. Sexual
We're not
harassment
lawyers.
charges. Yeah, we're not lawyers, dude. I'm a comic. And it was the same week it was on that it came out on Netflix. So it was about a month and a half ago or so. And it, to me, honestly, I looked at it as like, it's on Netflix. Everyone's watching this thing. It's on the top 10. She's probably triggered all over again by the experience.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to come forward and say that because honestly, I think I've said a lot of things on this show that have transcended,
Yeah.
and like the Wendy Williams stuff.
Yeah.
Like people, or I did something about fucking Ramona this past weekend, Ramona Singer, OG Roni, somebody took it and made a whole fucking TikTok about it with my screenshot.
No shit.
It went viral.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's insane.
You need to start tagging every post with Follow That's Hot podcast.
I need to just put my thing on it or whatever.
Yeah. Watermark.
But the watermark, yeah. But I do think that's why it's like I didn't want to say this weeks ago because, and I don't want to go for a reach, but I didn't want any sleuths on the internet for a team to get that, see it, and be like, oh, that's her reasoning.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think that, originally I was like, okay, maybe that's it. Then you start reading and hearing everything. And you hear he's countersuing and he's releasing everything, which never has been done by any of the guys that have been attacked over the Me Too movement over the past 8 years or so. So it was kind of jarring that happened. And it was like, what is this guy thinking? And she submitted texts and her lawyer submitted texts. And they omitted certain emojis, certain things. So it made it look a little different.
Interesting.
They were put in the New York Times. They then sued the New York Times, Justin Baldoni and his team, over this because it's all wrong. It's technically liable to what you're doing by putting out wrong information. So this is ongoing, and now everything has come to light and is coming to light. Like Blake, and we're going to go over all of this like next week when I have every single thing printed out. But we're going to give you a little snippet because Blake did text Justin Baldoni at 1:50 in the morning. And she texted him a few pages worth of her feelings. And it was in regards to her rewriting a scene. And she didn't think that he was validating her enough.
Interesting.
She didn't feel like he appreciated it enough.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. Natalie, fabulous Natalie, printed out one of the texts. I don't know what it is. But this is so this is the very start.
Okay.
And then Did that other thing with print out by any chance?
I'll get it.
Okay, well, Natalie is getting that. I'm just going to do a little disclaimer right here. Now, we don't know anything, and we don't know these people at the end of the day. But I will tell you this. I loved Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yeah.
I didn't know Justin Baldoni before this. I do think his voice in the voice note returned to her at 2 a.m. was jealousy worthy. But perfect. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
So this is how it starts. Every single thing has been released. Blake Lively texts back to Justin Baldoni, said, I feel the same. It's such a good feeling to get work done that we're proud of and to do it together. It just clicks when we find it. And that's just as rewarding as filming it or editing it or marketing it or releasing it. This is all storytelling. This is why we do it. Thank you for your collaboration. I'm really proud of what we're doing. He writes back, nothing at first. He just loves the message of I feel the same, which is a real man move. Didn't like that, Baldoni. Don't really like when you have one of the hottest men in Hollywood, right? And then you want another one. And you're like, don't love my message. Like, I know when I text a guy and he just loves my message and he doesn't reply, I'm like, excuse you. Excuse you.
I put thought into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote you a paragraph.
Yeah.
You liked it. Excuse you.
Like is worse.
And then he goes, I like sentimental Blake. And she writes back. By the way, this is at the same exact, this is, they won't say the, it's not, they will say the date. It is May 11th, 2023, these dates.
Wow.
Yeah, all these texts are happening this date. And it is at 11:02, and she writes, and he sends us at 11:02. This is kind of embarrassing for her. He writes at 11:02:46, and she writes back at 11:02:48.
Right.
He said, I like sentimental Blake. She said, never met her.
Boo. I hate that.
He said, I also like asshole Blake. ... Don't worry. Don't worry. And then right after that, he said, okay, good night, which every cheater does right as they're about to jerk off. Every man does this. I have had multiple men who have tried to just make it seem like, oh, I have a girlfriend, we're just friends and whatever. And then they do something to kind of make you think, okay, he's coming on to me. And then it's not, okay, good night. Oh, what?
So what's
what?
the
Keeping
situation
me on the edge.
here that they
I think secretly that she kind of liked him. And I think that he kind of liked her, but he has a wife and she's married to Ryan Reynolds with 4 kids. And I think that chemistry is a very hard thing to do, which will happen in the next topic. Chemistry is a very hard thing to do.
Got it.
And they had a flying amount. Now, even if you watch that 2-minute video and people are saying, oh, she's pulling away, you could tell. No. I mean, if you watch it, they're both kind of really fucking into it.
Each other. Yeah. Can I see when you're done?
Yes, of course. So he says, okay, good night, like a true cheater. And she goes, I've met her. About asshole Blake.
Right, of course.
I've met her. So have my suppositories. In the next message. Good night. Now, if that's my director, my producer, unless that's my boy, I am not writing that. And the craziest thing is, again, Blake, I love you. You're not a comic. It's not funny. It's not fun. So my suppository. You sound like a moron. It's inappropriate.
Yeah, I hate that.
And he just laughed at it. Here you go.
Took me a minute to understand.
Right, it's absolutely absurd.
What are the parts that are... Is it their phone numbers that are blacked out?
Let me see. I'll tell you right now. This is blacked out in some parts of the page.
But always
I believe it's their phone numbers. It's their phone numbers.
Okay, so it's
to make sure. I think that was making sure by the website, the publishing, everything, that it is the phone numbers next to the names corresponding. You can't just put a name and do that.
You're right. Never met her. I was like, asshole Blake, don't worry. Okay, good night. I've met her, so have my suppositories. Good night.
Yeah. Natalie's going over this. She's reading it just to see. Do you see how crazy it is?
I feel like, to an extent, it was not It was not flirty from the top.
Now, again, that's the beginning of it. I read about 15 pages of text, which I'm not going to do right now.
I'm sure it gets flirty.
It doesn't. It gets weird, actually.
Okay.
It's just weird. I'm going to read you another snippet from over here. Okay, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. So, goodbye to that. Goodbye to that. Bye. Winter is coming for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. It is coming, and it is cold, cold, cold. And if you weren't a fan of Game of Thrones before, you are now after this Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds situation.
Okay.
Especially considering that if you haven't watched the show, you will once you look at Blake Lively, you go, wow, I see the magic of Game of Thrones. She is the main character. She is Emilia Clarke or whatever. She wrote back to one of the texts in regards to her revision of the rooftop scene in the movie. And she compared herself, and I'm looking for the exact quote. Here we go. Here's the text she said. It is 100. I just want to say something to you and everyone else, dude.
Sure.
179-page suit with all the text.
Right.
I'm not trying to be rude to you guys. I'm not reading that.
No, that's too many.
I'm giving you my Cliff Notes, my Spark Notes, and my fun, dude. I'm not reading all that. I'm not the fucking lawyer.
No.
I'm not a journalist. I'm doing this. One text from Lively referencing Game of Thrones read, and if you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi. And like her, I happen to have a few dragons. For better or worse, but usually better. Because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too, I can promise you. And,
she was kind of meant to be in a Colleen Hoover movie.
Yeah. Now, I would like you to guess the dragons, who she's talking about.
I don't know.
Well, in the
I don't know
text,
enough about pop culture to say that.
Well, that's why I'm here, to teach you.
Yes, please. Yes.
She's talking about Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Which is crazy. It is crazy. It is about them because she was showing them every revision and then showing it to Baldoni. And then he was sending in the team, and she was basically threatening Taylor Swift on him. So Taylor Swift has pulled back on her friendship with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, which, that's pretty bad. How are you going to go to the New Hampshire home for 4th of July anymore? You really didn't think this through. Using your friend's name as a drop when you literally haven't told them is so shady. That's so shady. You can't do that. That's not real. That's not real. Because now Taylor Swift said, oh, well, I'm pulling back. You involved me too much. I just made $1.5 billion off of my tour in a day. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into your lawsuit. Taylor Swift won her last lawsuit, and she had the guy pay her $1, and then she gave it back or something. It was something stupid. I mean, genuinely, the whole thing is I think Ryan Reynolds is very jealous. I think that kind of pushed the lawsuit. I think, saying that he came into her trailer while she was breastfeeding, breast pumping, for the breastfeeding and everything, to run lines was so inappropriate. And yet in the text release, we saw that she texted him, come to my room, I'm just pumping, do you mind?
Okay.
He said, no, as long as you're comfortable. So I guess she saw these would never see the light of day. And it's
pretty
hundreds
compelling.
of pages worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because I took her side immediately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it casts a bad light on people who,
come forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in light of Harvey Weinstein's about to die. He's just about to die. It's the truth. He literally said he won't make it to his trial. He has leukemia. Okay, he's a rapist. He said he won't make it to his trial in April. He asked the judge. He said, literally move it to the first week of April at least so I can try to do anything. No, he's not getting out of it. He's a rapist. It's done, dude. It's done, man.
Why bother? Just die.
Just die. Everyone's saying that. Just die. Just die. He wants to move it up so he can be justified, try to get out, be right. No, man.
It's too late, man.
No, it's too late. It's too late. And with this, she said, Ryan Reynolds, in one of the texts, she said, I'm married to the busiest actor in Hollywood. I am married to the most powerful, famous man in Hollywood. No offense, Ryan Reynolds. You're not even in my top 10. She said he was the busiest as well. I don't think so.
He's up there, but he's not the busiest.
I don't think so. Booked and busy? I don't think so. Okay. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm like, I watched Free Guy. I thought you did great.
Fall Guy?
No, Free Guy.
Free Guy?
That is a movie. It's called Free Guy. It's fantastic.
Oh.
I wouldn't say
Is
it.
he also in
He
Fall Guy?
was. Oh, in Fall Guy? I don't know.
I don't know. We're Googling that. I'm sorry.
Hey Siri, was what's his name in Fall Guy? The guy who was the most famous actor in Fall Guy?
I am.
Just a crazy thing. So
this
Taylor
has hit
Swift.
me.
What?
This has hit me.
It's hit you?
That's why I said that foolishly.
I think it hit me, but it just
Ryan
gave
Gosling,
me the right.
not Ryan Reynolds. Sorry. My bad. It was in Fall Guy.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm trying. They all blend together at the end of the day.
My bad.
I'm sorry. They all kind of look alike. They're
I
kind
mainly
of the
like
same.
Ryan Reynolds from Just Friends, which is a movie that takes place in New Jersey. Which means
Oh
that
yeah, with the girl in the turtleneck in
Yeah.
the picture.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is very. All those things are like New Jersey.
I
It's
love
like
it.
we're going on the winter and yada yada. But yeah, to lose Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
You're so cute. You're so funny.
I'm mirroring you.
To lose Taylor Swift as a friend publicly.
Bad news.
Whoo! You're fucked. It's worse than the lawsuit. It's worse than any lawsuit. It's worse than these texts going like her publicly saying, "I want nothing to do with Blake or this," and I didn't look at anything. I didn't read the script or anything. To also use your friend. I mean, use your friend when you're trying to get on something. Use their name for something
Yeah.
else. Don't do this.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Don't do that where you're like, well, Taylor loved it. Well, if I'm writing a movie, and this is my heart and soul, and I'm a writer and a producer, which I am, and I'm a writer and I'm producing something and I'm directing it as well, my first direction, I don't know if I would listen to Taylor Swift's Cliff Notes on rewriting my scene either. I think if I
she's
was
a musician. She's
yeah,
not a writer.
if that,
She's not a filmmaker.
she is a
Singer.
she's a mogul, dude.
Yeah.
She's a brand. She's a brand.
Yeah.
I would go to her if it was like the marketing aspect. If it was like
Yeah,
she
I
said
agree.
we should do like a perfume that smells like our sex right after the scene. Oh my god, people would buy that like crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody take my idea.
Yeah, we're marketing that.
Yeah. We've been great with challengers. Oh my god.
We can
I
talk
know.
about challengers.
Sexy. But yeah, we can definitely do it. Go right back.
Right.
But it is it's insane. And somebody who didn't lose their best friend over this was Selena Gomez.
True.
Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift are still best friends, even after Selena posted this video of her crying over all of the deportations of Mexicans in our country. Trump did sign an executive order today on Wednesday, January 29th, that 30,000 detained migrants are to be moved to Guantanamo Bay.
No.
That 30,000 beds will be arranged. I don't believe that.
Why do we still have Guantanamo Bay?
We shouldn't.
We shouldn't.
Obama originally shut it down. He originally shut it down years ago. I know a lot of you don't like him. Oh, no.
Right.
But guess what? He's dating Jennifer Aniston secretly. So we like him. And he's cool. So we like him. And Barry's cool. Okay? And he shut it down.
Right.
And then, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Biden reopened it so Haitian immigrants could come through. And then they couldn't pull the place together. And he was going to put Haitian immigrants there. And now it's just... So they kind of cleaned it up a little, but not really, because it's Guantanamo Bay. So now Trump said, we're putting all these people there. Now we're going to have to move military figures down to Guantanamo, something that was closed years ago and reopened by the person who I just get a kick out of was the vice president when it was closed. And then said, oh, we're going to reopen this.
Yeah.
You're asleep.
It's a good.
That was a good one. I told you, if I don't like them, and he
Yeah.
made me angry with this.
Yeah.
Made me angry. Because it's not right. And Selena Gomez is crying over it. She's crying. She hasn't stopped crying since Justin Bieber broke up with her. She's crying. She's crying. She's crying.
Engaged?
She's engaged to Benny Blanco. He's ugly. That's how you know he has good dick and he can...
True.
Apparently he cooks or something like that.
Cook's good dick. I would put up with ugly.
It's definitely that. And it's also loneliness. I'm so lonely.
She could pull someone if she
You know
wanted
that
to,
you
I
know
think.
that song Lonely?
Yeah.
You know he wrote that with Justin Bieber and made it with them?
No.
That was one of his first ones
No
that came
shit.
out. Yeah. So I was like, look at that. She's so lonely.
That was good.
Thank you.
We
This is
should
why I
s-
want to go karaoke.
We should switch to Patreon.
We should in a minute. I just want to go
Okay.
over one more thing. So she's crying about all of this.
Right.
It's very intense. And I'm crying over one more thing, then I want to go over this hot topic.
Okay.
Now, I'm trying to process this because it's hard to. But my friend Sean, he's like not doing well, and I just want to like talk about him for a minute if that's cool. Okay, so he's not doing well, and he actually hasn't left his bed in like a week and a half. Again, today is January 29th, 2025. My friend Sean, he hasn't left his bed in like a week and a half, and he was really upset. And he's like telling the people around him, like, you could call them like roommates or whatever. He was like, I just don't understand why everyone loves him. I don't understand why everyone doesn't want to associate with me. And that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to go by when people don't want to like talk to you, whatever. Like you did something kind of wrong, and people are kind of like, no, that's not cool. Like that's not cool. And you're like, okay, but he did something way worse. Why do you like him? And they're like, because he's cooler than you. And you can't really conceptualize it because you're like, but I'm rich. I'm cooler. Like I know everyone. I have these connections.
Right.
I went back and forth between New York, Miami. Like literally, like I get Sean like so much. I'm like, I get you, sir.
Yeah.
I get you. And then here comes this guy, Luigi, who's just like stealing everyone's attention, all your boys and all your bitches. And it's like, wait, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. We share a team. How could this be? How could this be? Sean screamed. And he yells for Sabrina. Not from the green room, but from the prison in downtown. And he said, help!
He's not doing
Luigi,
well.
He's not doing well. Sean Combs has not come out of his jail cell in a week and a half after reportedly being angry and jealous that Luigi Mangione has gotten all the attention in jail. And he said it's not fair.
Can I be so honest? Not leaving your room for a week and a half is not... I mean, as a real person in real life is whack, but to not do that in jail, I think is not that long.
Not that long, especially when you're facing life.
Be more dramatic.
You're going to be there forever.
Yeah, you're going to be there forever.
You're going to be there forever.
It's not very long.
Good luck, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mr. Combs.
Mr. Combs.
You will be combing through a lot of your bullshit over the next lifetime. I'll tell you that much.
True.
It is ridiculous. Yeah, he is jealous of Luigi Mangione because he said, how can this...
there should be a challenger-style game movie.
There is something teamed up. It is their lawyers. They share the same exact law team. The same team trying to get them free. They are sharing, and he doesn't understand why this man who they have allegedly on film shooting and doing these terrible crimes is revered at the prison and given so much cred by people. Why is he loving everyone online? They have the same legal team. What's going on? And we'll tell you on Patreon, patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits.
Sure. Plug.
Follow me, Funny Girl with Tits, everywhere. Subscribe. Like.
Here.
Comment. Yeah, subscribe here.
Yeah.
If you're listening, go subscribe to the YouTube. Go to, follow the channel.
Leave a review.
Leave a review. Do that.
Yeah.
Yes. No more creepy reviews of Natalie. I see them on Spotify. I saw them yesterday.
I gotta check them out.
They're very interesting.
I gotta check those out. Next time we're on Patreon, I don't have them here, but next week I will read some.
Yeah.
On Patreon.
It's happening.
Sign up for Patreon. Funny Girl with Tits.
Funny Girl with Tits. Anything you want to plug, Natalie?
Follow me at Natalie DECICCO Edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits.
Yeah. Follow me on Funny Girl with Tits on Instagram.
Yep.
Of course.
Cool.
Okay, bye. We love you.
Bye. All right, I'm going to cut because I have to upload this straight, so bear with us.